Hello everybody, and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons! We have mail. We have our thing from Label. You were very helpful the other day. Here are 2 Taylor's tickets as a thank you. We can exchange them for items 3,000 bells or less. No. I have one from Pinky. My special Steven. I've kept every note I've gotten from a friend. I'll totally have to rent an off-island storage unit to hold these notes, but they're from friends, so it's worth the cost. That is very fair. I mean, I have what are effectively notes saved in, like, my Switch's storage, so, you know. Like the screenshot storage. Whoop. I just noticed that's a bug we don't got. There's also a kind of valuable bug floating around here, but I'm gonna go for the one we don't got first. Hopefully I don't mess this up. I didn't mess it up. Bam. Caught a citrus longhorn beetle. Orange, you happy for me? No. No. Bad pun. Good puns only. But, yeah, I don't really much know what to talk about today. It's a normal thing for the series, for me to reach days where I'm just like, I don't really know what to talk about. We do need to make some bells, which with CJ around, it will be pretty easy to make some bells. We just need to do some fishing. It'd be nice if it was snowing so that we had a chance of getting a super rare fish while we were doing it, but it's fine. We do want to go and check the Nooklings really quick. I want to talk to Caroline first. She's right here. Hello. Hi, Steven. Hula. Let's talk. Wonder what my parents are up to. Should probably give them a call. Might be a good idea. Assuming we have call reception out here. I do apologize though, I'm a bit gassy. I just finished eating some burgers. Me, why am I so fat? Also me, burgers. It's probably why. Alright, what are the turnip prices right now? 57. Ugh. Okay. The problem with those Taylor's tickets is I don't have room for them. I don't have room for anything right now, to be fair. I suppose there's one thing I can kind of ramble about, and that is that I have, thanks to Frisk, we are an active island resident still. We've now managed 20 days. Shouldn't that be 21 days? We've spent 21 days here. Did I miss a day, or does it not count the very first day? Now I'm worried I've missed a day somewhere. Did I miss a day? My machine hasn't... Watch, I poked the machine today. It's like 1 day, and I somehow missed yesterday. But yeah, I noticed, thanks to Frisk, that we have a mice problem again. I don't think our mice problem has particularly gone away. It's just, you know, for a while they kind of had. Which, you might think we have a mice solution in Frisk. No. Oh my gosh, it's Steven! I want to chat. Hey, I lost my voice. I was trying to be a heavy metal singer instead of a pop star. I am so not metal. It's okay, Pinky. But, yeah, Frisk does not kill mice. She refuses. She instead brings them down into the basement and tries to store them with her toys. I wish I was joking. Which you might then understand where the problem comes in, because because that means I then have to catch mice, and I don't like killing anything, so I catch them. And if you've ever tried to catch a mouse, it's not easy. I've done it many times. I'm sick of doing it. It has led to some rather big arguments over how some parts of this house are just kind of crap. Like underneath our cupboards in the kitchen, there's just randomly a gap that like mice can hide under, but like even Frisk can't get under. It's not a very big gap, but there's a gap there. And, you know, I'm sure some cabinets have that, but I know some other cabinets don't. And really, it would be ideal to have ones that don't have a little gap like that. So that one, you're actually getting all of the storage space it looks like you're getting. And two, so that mice can't use it as an easy way into your house and into your stuff. And like, the main reason mice even come in is this is an older house, so it's easier for them to get into it just to start with. But also, with how we feed animals, there's always pet food out. So like, Shadow has his dish of food, Frisk has her dish of food. They both make a bit of a mess around their dishes of food. And even if they didn't, the dishes of food are still there. Frisk makes the most mess. There's probably a good, like, fifth of a bag of food crumbs just all around her food dishes because a frozen treat set. Frozen treat seat. But, yeah, so they both make messes. So, you know, there is food around. So when the mice come in because it's cold and then they smell food and they're like, oh, sweet, dog food. Yeah. I don't think they ever have the reaction of, oh, sweet, cat food, because Frisk's food's down here in the basement and there's no way for them to get into this part of the basement. The other half of the basement, yeah, they can get there. This side, for now, they cannot get here. Once they do find a way over here, I am going to lose it. It would not be so bad if Frisk was a normal cat. You know, like if she was a cat that hunted mice, dealt with mice. Oh, Pinky wants something. Steven, how goes Project KK? Wow. I'm all excited for the concert, but I'm just like as excited for you to build the power spot. Oh, I've got something good here. Take this too. Alright, what is it this time? You really won a garbage bin on the island. Something I won in the Miss Nintendo contest. Had to design the dress of your dreams. Mine was pink and frilly and it made you float through the air. Oh, she made Princess Peach's dress. No, I don't know how that was supposed to work either, but it was enough for the judges. Lucky enough to win this garbage bin, so it might be lucky too. Alright, I will put your garbage bin on the island. I'll put it near the plaza, because that's, you know, that's where events happen, so that is where we will want garbage collection. But, yeah, it's... I am really hoping that... Because I'm pretty sure I saw where the mice are coming in. And I basically just stuffed it with foil. And I'm just kind of hoping that it works. Because I'd really rather not lose a bunch of sleep because of mice. I've had enough of that. I'm over that now. It was neat at first, but it lost its appeal after the literal first time it happened. Diva, please, no sleep and standing up. Take me on. Well, dance battle. What? Huh? Was I napping? Better question. Was I drooling? Nah, you were just napping. If you were drooling over a dance battle, that would be... Maybe she's just really into dance battles. I want to do it. yeah, Frisk bringing mice down here lost its appeal literally during catching the first mouse that she caught and brought over here. And it was a mouse she just found on the other side of the basement. It wasn't even one she drugged from upstairs down here. So, you know. So, you know, hopefully it's been dealt with. Can't know for sure, though, until I see or not see the mouse again. Which is always fun. Especially where I know what I've done isn't even a proper solution. It's... The best way I can describe it is the back of our stove has a little gap about, like, yay big. That, like, runs entirely along underneath all the dials and beepers and boppers. Well, I'm pretty confident I saw the mouse, like, dash into that. So I just stuffed that full of foil. Using the assumption of it probably ran to where it came from. Because that's where it knows safety is. So, you know, there's probably a hole in the wall behind our stove. But we don't exactly have anything to fill in a hole with right now, so... Nor do I think I could pull the stove out on my own to check. Stove's pretty heavy, and my arms aren't the strongest. There's also not the most room in the kitchen, but that's another story altogether. It's the problem with living in a really old house. When I say really old house, I mean it. Our house is literally a heritage home. Like, it is a certified old house. Like, it's not hard for, over the years, rodents and other creatures to find ways into really old homes like this. It's also probably why the house was as cheap as it was, other than it was a foreclosure, but, you know. It was a very, very, very cheap house. Hey, there he is. CJ here, coming at you, well, it's more like standing by you, I guess. Anyway, ever since I started doing my Sea Sports challenges, I've been trending in a huge way. It's so slick. Each time someone navigates a challenge, I offer to buy up their fish. I even pay premium. I only offer to buy after a challenge, though. Keeps it interesting. But everyone's aboard. I get way fresh fish from my live stream, and Lucky Angler gets showered in bells. So, how about a challenge, Sea Sports style, right now? Win and I'll make it ring. Alright. Sure, I'll take on your challenge. Want to see those fishing skills, and I know my viewers do too. I tell you what fish to catch, and you get fishing. But the hook is that it switches up each time. Gotta keep them guessing. Plus, I can't afford another cheating scandal. Alright, this is the dealio. You ready for some Sea Sports action? Because it's challenge time. Showcase a small fry, so 3 horse mackerel-ish size in a row. Does it have to be that size, or could it be smaller? Alright, I'll try. As long as it's small, it'll count. So if you spot a crawfish or a frog out there, bring it aboard. Okay. Our rules. Gotta keep folks happy. Yeah, I mean, I feel you, CJ. I feel like that's a character that, like, people who aren't in the content creation sphere are probably like, man, that's kind of cringy. And it's like, nah, he's literally kind of spitting facts. Like, you've really got to keep things interesting, or people don't like that. Especially when live streaming. Like, you've got to keep your live audience happy. And, like, if you find something that, like, pops your views, you keep doing it. Because, well, gotta chase them views. Gotta trace them views. Gotta trace them too. Gotta make sure they're all legitimate views and not like one lonely guy in his basement with like 80 different computers. Which, you know, would be an interesting sight to behold. Gonna be honest. Okay, I need my poll again. Let's come see Curly. I still got a lot of stuff to do today as well, so. Like, in-game, not real life. Real life, I have basically nothing to do. Which is not great, but, you know. And there we go. Alright, Steven needs something. What you up to? Not gonna believe it. I made a leaf. Aw, man. I don't believe it. You made a leaf. Inspiration just hit ya? Are you sure it wasn't a leaf? Could have been dehydration. It was probably a leaf. I don't remember. But it's a leaf. Everyone can make a leaf. Wait, didn't he show me how to make a leaf? I think it was him that showed me how to make the leaf in the first place. And I think I had the same reaction to him. Like, I just... Good job, Curly. You've invented the leaf. Twice. Alright, what we got here? Here's a secret, and I secreted it. Found a recipe in an old dinosaur book. I didn't know I still had it. That dino's gotta be real mad by now. I was gonna keep it a secret, but bad with secrets. Real bad. Hope you make it too. Marcel, aka DIY Man. A wooden simple bed. Pretty sure I already have that. Yeah. Man, I got a lot of stuff. And like, none of it's what I actually kind of want. Yeah, I think the only thing I've really got going on tonight is I planned on playing some Dungeon Defenders. Because they added a new difficulty that... of Ruthless that I was like, you know what? Yeah, I want to give that a go. My characters are pretty solid. Yeah, I can't even beat the very first map on Ruthless. I've gotten close, but it lives up to the name. Hey, it's me, Simon. Let's chat. The stair is the perfect size. Too big to see across, but too small for a sea monster to attack. What makes you think sea monsters only attack big things? Simon, come on now. Get with it. Sea monsters attack anything. They actually prefer attacking smaller things. Now, got a tree branch. Yeah, I want to get to the point where I'm able to do Ruthless stuff. And it could just be a strategy issue, like I'm probably just not doing things quite right. It could also be the map I went with is just not a great map to start on. I need pants, but that's a frog costume. Right? Kappa costume. Same thing. Oh, I really want it. I need pants. Like, pants I would wear. None of those are pants I would wear. Hello, Sable. You need something. Could you talk to the other hedgehog, please? Okay. I'll see you again tomorrow. Ooh, got a lapel hat here. It's pretty nice. I like the one I've been given better, though. I like black hats. What can I say? I like black in general. Which I do find it kind of funny how I almost feel like that was a bit of subconscious. Like, subconsciously understanding that I'm color impaired. Like... Because... That's a funny thing. And anyone who knew me when I was a lot younger are like, wait, you're colorblind? It's like, yeah, shocked me too. Whoop, this has been sold. Yuka's new home. I don't know who that is. I'll be happy to meet them though. But I basically just, as on a whim, was like, you know what? I'm gonna take a colorblind test just to see. Why not? And yeah, I have mild Dudo, or whatever it is, the red-green. That is what Chroma's test has told me. There was another test, I forget the website I did, that also told me the same color blindness, just not mild. So, yeah. Fun. It's one of those things, if I just never really picked up on it. No one did, it seems. There we go. There we go. Climb up here. Man, once we can start getting some bells ahead, it'll be nice. Because then I can get some ramps put in. I mean, realistically, I could go around and put up little ladders all over the place, but I feel like those are kind of ugly, so... I was just gotta press the button to close the hole, but I need to actually walk around the flower to close the hole, because otherwise, I will just pick the flower. That, I know I've mentioned it before, but that is one of my complaints with this game. Like, it's convenient when you're picking stuff up, but it's really inconvenient when you're just trying to exist, and the game is like, okay, so how about you're picking a flower now, you're not closing the hole. It's like, but I want to close the hole. Yeah, I did actually, with Dungeon Defenders, learn of something that I didn't know about before, but it's definitely making a lot of my thoughts around strategies very different. And that is a bug/mechanic called tower stacking. I say bug/mechanic because, like, it definitely was a bug initially, but it's more or less just been promoted to feature status, where if you can basically press the button to, you know, that corresponds to making a tower, and the spacebar at the same time, / jump at the same time, it basically lets you just place another one underneath a tower. Like, place a tower under a tower. That almost certainly was not intended, but it's never been fixed, and some maps have been designed with the idea that you'll do it on the higher difficulties. So, that basically implies to me that it's a feature now. And I didn't know how to do it. And I know how to do it now. Hence, I just explained it. I do, however, have macros set up because F doing that normally. It's so difficult and frame perfect. But it's also one of those things of, I can very much see that having been an innocent discovery. Like, I know there's some people, anytime a mechanic like that in a game gets discovered, they're like, oh, someone was trying to do it. It's like, okay, but the spacebar is also, you know, / jumping, is an alternate way of confirming to build a tower. So I could really easily see somebody having just been trying to do things quickly and accidentally stacking towers. Because, like, once you reach a certain point in Dungeon Defenders, all that really matters to you at that point is getting through the stage quickly so you can get the experience or the reward that you are after. Because, well, you're just after gear or level grinding. Like, you're done the stages, you're just not done the difficulties yet. So you're basically just there like, right, I need gear so I can get my stats up, and I need experience so I can equip the better gear, you know. Or you'll be like level grinding a new character because you need a new character for a defense you want to do. Like, I think one of the most common things I've seen people... Wait, I need to sell things before I start fishing up a storm. One of the most common things I've seen people do for, like, an alternate character that they realize they need later is a huntress. Because you never have the thought of, like, oh, I'll need bombs. But some defenses on higher difficulties, yeah, you kind of do need bombs. They are really valuable to have. It is also afternoon, so I want to keep the gold nugget. I'll sell these, though. Okay, I really don't have the most space, but I still have a fair bit of inventory space. That's a lot of bells. Ooh, and that was something completed that wasn't, one of the doodads. That's for selling weeds. An Arboreous Sorter. Okay, is that everything? That is everything. But, yeah, there are some of the maps that just beating them on, like, Nightmare is done easier by using bombs. Because the bombs... There's various of the bombs, like the choking gas bomb, that can basically just stop enemies in their tracks. Which oftentimes is what you want more than slowing them. You still want to slow them too, but stopping them is arguably better, so... Pop-eyed goldfish. For one on my small fry streak. Okay. And then there's things like the Ethereal Spike, which is just a stupidly high damage Alpha Strike. Arguably a Deadly Striker is better, but it works as well, and if you just need, you know... If you don't want to risk the Deadly Striker being busy shooting at other things and not hitting things it needs to, that's when you go with the Ethereal Spike. Also, the Ethereal Spike trap is a lot less DU, so defense units, which is basically your limit of the stuff you can build. You have a set amount per map. So, like, as a pretty easy example, the very first map of the Deeper Well, you have, I think it's 60? Meanwhile, something like Tavern Defense, which is a much bigger map with more things you need to defend, you have 120, I think it is. So, you know. What you're looking at. Almost tempted to just step in and out of the museum. Farm small fish that way. I also need to actually, like, pay attention to while fishing. So I can actually catch things. Yeah, I figure I may as well mention now. As much as for me, it's like I have one more sleep between now and then. Later today, for you guys, when this goes up, I will be starting a new stream series of Pokemon Legends Arceus. I'm actually really excited to replay that game. I love replaying Pokemon games. And you might think that I would have replayed that one long before now, but I actually hadn't. Has completed the challenge. Heck yeah. A bit difficulty, but you know, that's good for the views. people like to see someone struggle and then succeed. They don't want to just see you succeed right away. People like seeing the struggle. Hey there, CJ. What's up, Fishionista? Picked a name for your Angular Sona yet? I don't have an Angular Sona. I don't want one either. Caught three fish in a row, and every one was a small fry. Now that's gonna make chat explode! So much for my Sea Sports Challenge. Way to fish! Photo op, I'd rather you... I didn't consent to this. Want to sell any of those fish? Got bells for nautical miles. Yeah. But do you have inventory? That's the thing. But, you know, here you go. Got 4 fish. None of them are new. 4,000 bells. About 1,000 bells of fish. So that's pretty good. Oh, jeez. Still feeling a bit gassy. That fish just turned around the moment I cast. Yeah, like, I'd actually wanted to replay Legends Arceus, and I was basically in the camp of like, well, I could do it, but then I'd have to delete that save file if I ever wanted to do a series on it. Because I'm not deleting my main save file. That's not gonna happen. I get way too attached. Replay save files I'm far less attached on, but on like my very first primary save, I always get really attached to any Pokemon I catch. So it's like, yeah, I don't wanna delete them. I also really struggle to release Pokemon. Which, I wonder if anyone else has that same sort of, like, problem where it's just like, you need space. And you've got plenty of, like, you were breeding, say, in the case of Scarlet and Violet, I was breeding Charmanders. Not exactly because I wanted a shiny Charmander, but because, you know, other people I knew wanted a shiny Charmander. Or at least I figured would want a shiny Charmander. Ooh. So I was trying to get a shiny Charmander before I ultimately gave up. But I had hatched, like, some 70-ish eggs. And then all of those Charmanders are just sitting in my box, and it's like, I'm running out of space. Yep, there goes my slingshot. I'll pick up that Prezi in a second. So I'm pretty confident I can make another slingshot. I actually forgot the slingshot can even break. I eventually gave in and released them, but man, that was not an easy thing to do. And I did Wonder Trade off all the ones that had good IVs, so, you know. Ventilation fan? Oh, gee. Why am I feeling so tired? I know there'd probably be the thought of, well, it's because I'm overworking myself, but I'm kind of not. I think I just didn't sleep the best. Not surprising, but, you know. An anchovy. Another anchovy. Man, my brain's just kind of going blank now. Ah, jeez. I don't like that brain. Keep thoughts coming, brain. Okay, let's see if I can get the fish going this way. I will say, I am super excited still for Monster Hunter Wilds. Like, I cannot wait for that game to come out. There are still some things that I really need to watch, both trailer and just Monster Hunter related for like last year, but like, I don't think I'll be able to, and I don't want to force myself to just in case they end up causing some bad feelings to emerge. I want to hold on to my excitement. Bugger. That was probably a fish I don't have yet. Because, like, I know one of the things was the, like, them going over all their, like, contest stuff for, I think it was, like, the Monster Hunter's 25th or something. And, like, initially the plan was I was going to watch that stuff with my ex, but then everything went down, and that never happened. So... which I do apologize that I'm mentioning that so much. It's just my brain is not being very nice. But, man. I suppose I can talk about CJ showing up with his challenges. I meant to actually talk about this while I was doing his challenge, and then I just didn't. I both like and dislike his challenges. Because on one hand, they are kind of neat. On the other hand, I wish you could still sell fish to him at a slightly increased price before doing his challenge. And then doing his challenge gets you, like, a much better price. Like, I wish that's how he worked. Just because, like, his challenges can be a real pain in the butt at times. Where it's, you know, oh man, you know, like that one of catch 3 small fries. It's like, alright, that doesn't sound terribly difficult. Unless you're having a really bad day at fishing and getting in your own head and making it worse because you're getting in your own head. And then, because of that, you end up failing it for like an hour and a half. And, you know... at that point, it's just not fun anymore, you know? Like that. Like, I don't know why my brain was like, press A. But it just was like, press A, do it. It's like, I'd rather not. Okay, let's see. Can I get this one? So, small fry. Or, like, another way that they could go about it is just simply having, like, whatever fish CJ wants, he'll only pay regular price for, unless you complete the challenge. But he'll still pay a bonus for every other fish. So, like, in today's case, it would be like, oh man, you know, catch small fries, and I'll pay you more for them. But I'll also buy everything else from you at, like, a slightly increased price. And then have the small fries, once you complete the challenge, be like a much higher price. Something like that. That'd be another decent way of doing it. I'm just bad at fishing some days, I will admit it. And that's where my complaints about his challenges come in. Oh, my eyes are so freaking heavy. I hate this so much. Like, I feel like I could probably lay down and go to sleep, but I also really do not wish to do that. That would be a very bad thing to do, because that would completely ruin my sleep schedule. Which, I mean, also at the same time, like, I don't know. I think I liked being a full day ahead, just because, like, it's weird with uploading. Like, for whatever reason, if I can get a video done and uploaded before, like, midnight, it doesn't feel bad. But if it's past midnight, I start really stressing about it. So it's like, you know, like tonight, I'll be uploading at minimum past midnight because it's already past midnight. So, like, I know I'm going to be kind of stressed about it. Like, oh, will I get it uploaded in time? What if something goes wrong? Like, no, everything will be fine. I just get weirdly stressed about it. Yeah, I got you a bunch of fish. There you go, my man. Same price as the small fries. Good. Alright, well, let's donate a little more to the bridge. Okay. I will help. Let's donate nearly 30,000. Because I really need to get paying off my home loan. So, that's where more of my bells are gonna go. I could really just trade in for a lot of bells tickets. And pay things off that way, but that's so many button presses for so few bells. Ooh, a skeleton. I want that. I need one of those. Mine's not doing so great. I need one of those. Did I actually miss yesterday? Or did I just forget to check the machine yesterday? No, day 20 has been uploaded. I must have just missed the machine. I hate this time of year for just how my brain goes. Yeah, because yesterday was the Able Sisters opening. Okay. I just forgot to press the machine. Jeez, I need a minute. Okay, hopefully I remember to actually edit out that little moment I needed. Man, Isabel really be dusting her book back there. That was a heart attack moment. Like, jeez. Each one is 3,000 bells. That's so many button presses for 3,000 bells. Alright, let's loan payment from pockets. Put 50,000 towards it. We got 20,000 bells total. I feel that in my soul, having very little money. That's just life for me, so, you know. I mean, I say that knowing I've literally got, like... I do technically have, I think, like, 60-some dollars. I think it's 80-some, actually. But, like, it's all just staying right where it is. Well, I can't say that. Most of it's staying right where it is because I have the Pokemon Unite pass thingy going. Which is pretty nice. I like having that. I've been really enjoying that game, so... It still makes me happy to play it, so... That is all I can ask for. Where to end things off today? Because I think I will end things off. After that heart attack, I think I need to end things off. It's also been about 46-ish minutes, so, you know, it does make sense. I'm out of things to talk about. My brain is mush, so, you know, it works out. So with that, I thank you all very much for watching. And hopefully I shall see you back here tomorrow for more Animal Crossing New Horizons, where I will hopefully not be this much of a mess. See you all then! And now in this end card, I'd like to ask if you liked the video, hey, could you hit that like button for me? And if you're not subscribed, could you maybe subscribe? That'd help me out a lot. Thanks a bunch.